Hey everyone, in this video we are gonna cover MediaQuery widget in Flutter. Let's get started. Here in the build method, I have a light blue container with a fixed height and width. Inside the child, I have a simple text widget. Once I save it, you can see the container on the screen. Right now our simulator is in portrait mode. If I rotate it to landscape mode, you will notice that the screen size is changed, but the container size has exactly the same. This happens because we have given the container a fixed height and width. If you want to make it responsive for different screen sizes, that's where the MediaQuery widget comes into the action. Now I'll switch back to portrait mode. Inside the build method, I'll write MediaQuery.sizeOfContacts.height and then I'll store it in a double variable with the name screenHeight. For the width, I'll copy the same line and replace height with width. Then I'll store it in a screen width variable. You can use MediaQuery anywhere as long as you have to access to a build context. Now instead of giving the container a fixed height, I'll use the screen height variable and multiply it by 0.5. This means now the container will take 50% height of the screen. For the width, I'll pass screen width, which means it will take the full width of the screen. Once I save it, you can see that the container now takes 50% of the screen height and the full width. To prove that it's responsive, I'll rotate the simulator again to landscape mode. Now in landscape mode, the screen is wider but the height is shorter. Thanks to MediaQuery, the container still takes 50% height of the screen and fills the full width automatically because it is fully responsive now for any device. If I change the height multiplier from 0.5 to 0.7, the container now takes 70% of the screen height. MediaQuery doesn't stop at height and width. It also provides other useful properties like orientation, which tells you whether the device is in portrait or landscape mode. Orientation is especially useful when you are building web and mobile apps with a single code base. That's it for this video. Make sure to play around with MediaQuery and explore its other properties as well.